Hello everyone, welcome back. So in the earlier session, we have discussed about what is the course and what is the course schedule and timing of the courses and course package details and syllabus of the course and how to access the recorded video and how to take the test and how many testers, how many assignments, how many classes, everything we have discussed in detail in the previous class, right? And we also told you guys about how to access the drive link. So if you guys are taking this video, then which means you guys are already known how to access the tiling on, because this is a recorded video, right? So okay, fine. That's it about the introduction. We already took in earlier. I hope you guys are clear in everything about that. So now from this class, from today, we'll get into the course directly. Okay. So earlier in the yesterday class, while I'm taking, I don't know whether hope you guys have noted down the syllabus and all. I don't know whether you have noted or not. I have given that course schedule or course syllabus in PDF at the end of this Gmail. Okay. So you get at the end of this mail, so you guys can scroll down and take the syllabus and keep it aside with you, so that you can easily check whether all the topics in the syllabus are covered by us or not, because you are paying, right? We have to do the justice. Okay. So now let's get into the course. Okay. So the first thing we are going to take about is the first class we are going to take about is C programming. In that C programming, what we are going to do is first, if you take the syllabus, first will be the C language, C programming. In that C programming, first will be about programming and about C. This will be the first part in your syllabus, right? So first I'll tell you about programming. Before I'll tell you about programming, first I'll tell you about computers. Okay. So initially, why computers are invented? Why computers are invented? So see, if I ask you to do the mathematical calculation like 107 plus 9, if I ask you to do this, you people will give the answer clearly within a second or less than a second. It's 116, ma'am, right? If it's a small number, so we guys can able to do it easily and quickly and accurately. Okay, fine. If I give you like 10,000 numbers, like not 10,000, it's a 10,000 numbers like 1, 2, 5, 7, 6, 4, 2, etc., like up to 10,000 digits. If I give you like that and multiply the 10,000 digits by another 10,000 digits, if I give you like that, will you guys able to do that calculation within a minute or less than a minute? Is it possible to do so? So it's possible, but the time duration that I'm saying, in that time duration it is not possible, right? So in the olden days, to do the things which human can't do, okay, or human can do, but it will take a lot of time for a person to do such kind of things, a computer was invented. You people already know, right? Initially the computer which invented was the processor of the computer is a room big size. Processor is room big size. Okay. So it will take initially it will take to do this once 107 plus 9, this simple calculation, the computer will take initially 10 minutes at the start of the course, at the start of computer era. Okay. I'm saying it in an average manner, it's not accurate time, but I'm saying it in average, it will take a lot of time to do this simple calculation. But after that, based on the developments and the evaluation on the computer and all, now there is a supernova computer and the supersonic computer and all. The many computers are called supercomputers, many varieties again. The most the reason, I mean, the fastest computer is, it will do a million and million number of calculations within a less than 1 second. That is the accuracy, with the accuracy. Okay. So that is the evolution we have achieved in our computers. Okay. Computer is invented to do the calculations and to reduce the workload of a human and to save our time and to do it more accurately. Okay, fine, computer is invented. Okay. Now how we can able to communicate with that computer? Computer is a machine, right? If I'm telling you, please do the calculation 107 plus 9, how I'm telling you through a medium or a language in English, correct? So I'm communicating to you in a particular language. Now I'm communicating in English. So I'm telling you, so to do this mathematical operation, ma'am or sir, like that I'm telling you, and you are doing and giving me the answer, it is 116, ma'am, right? Similar way, computer has, so think like you are a computer, okay? I'm having you in front of me to do the mathematical or any operations I wanted. Now I have to tell you. If I tell you, it'll do the operations perfectly, accurately in less number of time. But how will I tell you? I don't know your language, right? If for example, I'm speaking in English and you don't know the English, then how will I tell you? I'll first know what language you know, right? Then I have to learn that language, right? Then only I can able to communicate to you. Am I right or not? That is the process, right? So similar way, computer has been invented to communicate to the computer. Initially, to communicate to the computers, initially a bit language is introduced. Okay, bit language is introduced, which is nothing but one and zeros. You all know the binary, right? If I'm telling you, you all know the binary of the numbers, right? If I'm telling you to do the mathematical operation of 1 and 0, 1 and 0, what do you guys do? 1 plus 0 equal to 1. Like this you will give, right? If I'm telling, if I give this number 1 plus 0 to the system, the system will give me an answer 1. If I tell you to do an operation 17 plus 2, you will give me an answer, right? 19, right? But system won't do it like this. System don't know 17. The system don't know what is 2 at the initial phases and all. Don't think at the initial phases alone. Now also system don't know what is 17 7 and what is 2 and all. Then how will it do, ma'am? But it will give my answer as the 19. How will it will do, ma'am? It will first convert a 17 into a binary language, okay, which is nothing but ones and zeros, okay? So it will convert 17 into ones and zeros. And then it will convert 2 into ones and zeros. It will add both that ones and zeros, binary numbers, and it will give me, it will have one result, okay? That result, it will convert that result into another, again it will convert that result into decimal. That decimal value is nothing but 19. Are you guys understand why I'm skipping that, how to do conversion and all? That is a whole together different big topic, okay? Hope for to know, to know the basics, I'm just telling you. If you want to know in detail about the binary languages and how to do conversions and how to do binary addition and all, you guys let me know and I'll take a separate session for that. So now I'll just give a detailed view of it, okay? I'm telling you the introduction, so that's why I'm telling you about it, okay? So the computer will do like this only, not only at the initial phase, now also. So in the bit language, it's not a, there is no language called bit language. I'm telling you for your reference. Bit is nothing but 1 and zeros are bit, okay? You can properly, if you want to name it, you can name it as binary language, okay? I'm just telling you for a reference. There is no bit language or binary language. Binary is ones and zeros. That 1 and 0 only can be understood by computers. A computer don't know 2 3 4 5 and all. Computer don't know A B C D and all. Computer don't know hashtags. Computer don't know anything, okay? Computer only knows, processor only knows zeros and ones, okay? So at the initial phase, while a computer was invented, what people will do is people will convert whatever they need in ones and zeros using this binary language like code conversion method, ASCII codes. Using all those things, they'll convert everything in ones and zeros and feed it into the computer, okay? Then computer will process it and return the value in the forms of ones and zeros only. At the initial phase, they will give the input in ones and zeros. Computer will give the output in ones and zeros, okay? Then humans will manually convert these ones and zeros into whatever they needed. If it is a alphanumeric, they'll convert it into alphanumeric and make it as a sentence. If there is a numbers, they'll convert it as a numbers and make it as a numbers. So people will do it manually at the initial phases, like while the initial computer was invented and all, okay? Then later, a computer evolved, the process become more and more easier. So we started to give a value in a numbers, like number 17, or a values like English, Like that will give the data in our language, like the language which we can able to understand. So first, in the earlier stages or the starting stages, how the computer will worked like that means the input for the computer will be a binary, and the computer will process it. This is the computer. Imagine, okay, this is the CPU. Imagine the system will process it and it will give an output as binary, and there will be a person standing will collect this output, and he will convert this output to a required result. He will convert it, okay, at the initial phase. Now why now the because of the evolution and all in the computer, now what we are giving the input is in English or in numbers or whatever alphanumerics, whatever we'll understand, we ourselves will understand. We're giving it to the computer and the output will be in our language, okay. So there is no need for this person. This is called evolution, okay. Evolution is nothing but how much ever we can able to reduce our workload. Reducing in simple way, if you there is so many definitions for evolution, okay. In simple way to understand is what are the steps and the processes or the results we are achieving at the end. If it reduces our human intervention, okay, then that is an evolution. Fine. So this is how. But you can ask me, ma'am, you told the computer only knows ones and zeros. Now how the computer accepts the English and give the output in English and input in English, means whether the computer learned the English language, ma'am? No, computer never learned any languages. The processor as always knows only one language, that is binary language. Then how does this happen means we have installed a compiler inside it, okay. What the compiler will do is the compiler will accept our input, that is English input, and it will convert, the compiler will accept our English input and the compiler will convert this our input in a binary form and give it to CPU, okay. There is a compiler in between. What is this compiler, ma'am? Who did this? It's did by us. See, I'll tell you in simple. I told you, na, imagine you're standing in front of me, okay. I'm telling you in English, can you please take the water bottle from me? I'm asking you in English to do that operation for me. Imagine you're standing in front of me. I'm asking you in English, okay. But unfortunately, you don't know English. You know Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Urdu, everything, but you don't know English, okay. So, but I only know English. If that is the case, if I'm asking you to do this, actually, for unfortunately you won't able to do because you don't understand the language at all. So that is the similar process. If I tell the computer English directly, computer won't do any process. It will give you an error, okay. The way of rejecting, the computer way of rejecting is giving you an error, okay. If so, that is the same case. So imagine if there is your friend or person or my friend or one person who is standing in between you and me, okay. This person knows English and Tamil. So you know Tamil, I know English, and this person knows both, okay. So I'm telling it to this person and this person is communicating to you by translating the information I'm telling you. If I'm telling you, please take me the water bottle for me, to this person, this person will translate and tell it to you, and the water bottle konja eduthu kuda and thanni bottle konja eduthu kudu appadina this person will translate, okay. And this person will take do the action and give this to this central middle person, right. Now this middle person will again give it back to me. So this is the work done by the compiler, okay. Now you can ask me, how this compiler knows both the languages, ma'am? How this person knows both the languages? He's taught by someone, right? Similarly, the compiler knows both the languages because the developer developed it and put both languages inside it. That's simple, okay. So in general, altogether, I'm telling you how the computer evolved and what is the start of this computer and how the programming languages is origin. The origin of the language, programming language, is nothing but the computer. to communicate we want to communicate with the people, so we want to communicate with the computer, so we developed a language. So that is called a programming language. Okay, initially I told you there is a binary language, computer won't only understand binary only. So initially there is a binary language. Okay, now later times evolved. Now I'm telling you, computer accepts the input in English and gives the output in English and do the processor inside it and all. Now the language is also getting developed. Okay, so this English, the input we are giving in English, no, in English we are giving in some syntaxes format. Okay, like how we will speak: take the water bottle, give me the bottle, do this operation, do this mathematical operation. If I'll tell you do this operation 1 1 plus 2, you'll give me 1 1 plus 2. If I tell you to do this operation 1 1 plus 2, you will tell me immediately, ma'am, it's 13. If I tell you this in the same manner to the computer won't do, because computer has some syntaxes and all, like how we have some grammars and some grammars, nouns, verbs, some formats in our English language. Similarly, computer also have some formats in its own language. Okay, so that format or that grammar is called syntax. Okay, that is called syntax. So each language has their own syntaxes. So what we have to do is we have to tell the computer in that syntax format. Hope I not confused you guys. Okay, so I'm telling you in one more time clearly. So there is a computer. The computer understands only binary language. Okay, but we know only English language. So what we are doing is we are invented a middle person, that is called compiler. Okay, what the compiler will do is the compiler will get the information from us, that is in English language, and it will translate the data into a binary language, which is understood by the computer. So the compiler will translate the information in binary and give the information to the computer and let the processor process the information and collect the output back from the computer, and it will translate again back into English and give it to me. Understood clearly? If you didn't understood it, kindly go back again and once again listen to the statement which I have said just now. Okay, you will be able to get it clearly. So another thing I've said is, in English I'm giving the input. Okay, fine, but that English should have some grammars and some nouns and some formats and all, right? That formats we use won't be understood by the compiler. Okay, compiler has some set of own formats and own grammars and own structures. Okay, we need to give the data in that format. Okay, that format is otherwise called a syntax. Fine, so there is a new term I'm introducing to you guys: compiler and syntax. To tell you these two words only, I'm telling these mini stories. Okay, so hope you guys understood. If you didn't understood it, kindly rewind it and listen to it one more time. Okay, so this is about computers, and to make the process easier, means to do the mathematical operations or our works, everything, to make it easier, we invented a computer, and to communicate with the computer we invented a languages, right? There are many languages in around us. In computer languages there are many programming languages. For example, there is a language called Fortran. Okay, these are old languages. Some very few of them uses these languages, and most where these languages are abolished and all, because many people don't know these languages. Only very few know these languages and all. Okay, and only few companies uses these languages and all, because languages, while the computer is evolving, languages is also evolving, right? First computer used a binary language. Now computer evolved, and it's evolving, keep on evolving. There is C, then it evolved to C++, then to Java, then to Python, then to R, then to Ruby. It's evolving, keep on evolving. Now comes machine learning, then artificial intelligence. Now we no need to write and all, we can speak. That is artificial intelligence, right? You can speak, the computer will convert it into the syntaxes it needed, and itself will process it, and itself will uh, again convert it back and give you the output. That many evolution. You guys can think now. Initially, what we did, we manually sat and converted all the data in ones and zeros and give it to computer. We made the work of the computer easy at the initial phase, and computer give the data in ones and zeros, and we again manually converted back to our own languages and used it, right, our language, and used it. But now see what that much evolution we have seen. Now see the evolution we have achieved. We are speaking, we are not even writing, we are speaking in our language. Computer understands it, and computer write it down and convert it to its own syntax, and it translates or converts it to binary, and it processes it, and again it converts it to its own syntax, and again it write it, and again it gives the output in a voice format. See, this is the evolution we have. So now the computer reduced the workload of a human. See, earlier 90% workload depends on the men, and only processing 10% workload depend on the computer. Now it is vice versa. This is the evolution, guys, we have achieved. Okay, it's like mind blowing. Okay, now come to this thing. So there are many languages. I didn't say the Fortran is the first language, but it is the one of the oldest language that I know. Okay, so Fortran, what is Fortran? The Fortran is the language. Okay, Fortran means formula translation. Okay, Fortran for formula translation. So I told you now, guys, initially computer was invented to do the mathematical operations. So obviously then it will use to do the mathematical like like we don't know, in the school days you did that algebra equation like a plus b equal to this kind of formulas the computer will use, and it will solve the problems and give it back to us. So these the computer has been used for these things. Okay. Next, another older language is COBOL. The COBOL is nothing but common business oriented language. Okay, that is called COBOL. Okay, guys. So another old language is COBOL. Can you guys excuse me for a second? Okay. Next, like this, there are so many kind of languages. Sorry, I'm finding it little difficult to move to the next sheet. That's why. Okay, so there are so many languages. So as I said, it's Fortran, that is formula translation. Then COBOL, it is common business oriented language, COBOL. Okay, there are many languages like this. Okay, now let's move to the C. So first I said you what is computer, then what is programming. Then now I'll tell you, in that programming, one of the programming language is C. Okay, so what is C? C is C, right? Yes, C is a programming language which is invented by Dennis Ritchie. Guys, don't think this is a unwanted topic and all. This introduction topic is very, 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 very important compared to other things. See, guys, I'll tell you one thing. Okay, if you know one language properly, either C, C++, Java, whatever it is, but the very basic easy language to learn is C. Okay, if you know any one of this language properly, you can learn n number of languages very, very easily. For example, it took you 2 months to learn C completely. Okay, it took you to learn C in 2 months. Means if you learn the C clearly in concepts wise, if you learned it properly and all, then you can learn the Java. Trust me, guys, you can learn the C++, Java in only 10 days. Trust me, you can do it, because everything is same. Only the syntax is different and some other few concepts. That's it. If you have really interest and concept clarity, you can learn it in a very short of short period of time. So this understanding of this basic concepts and this evolution of a computer, and first you have to start to love the programming, then only you can able to enjoy the sessions. Okay, and who invented this programming is very important. You don't believe me, I have attended 3 company interviews. I have worked in two day zero companies and one day one company. I don't want to mention the company's names and all. Okay, I'll tell you. I worked in Zoho and Odessa Technology, and I attended the interviews of embedded technology and I cleared it. So in 2 company interview rounds, they asked about Dennis Ritchie. Okay, not about who is Dennis Ritchie and all, who invented the C. They asked. C is invented by Dennis Ritchie. You should know it. Don't think I'm telling it for unnecessary purposes. Each and every concepts I'm telling in the class is very important. Okay, you guys should take a note of it. Everything in a separate note clearly, and remember everything. Understood? This is your job career, guys. So be serious. Okay. Okay. So C is invented by Dennis Ritchie. Okay. Next thing. Okay, next. If you see that all the languages can be categorized into 2 types. One is low level language and another is high level language. Okay. You should have guessed by now. Low level languages, a languages which uses only ones and zeros, that is binaries. These are called low level language. Okay. High level languages, the language which uses are English. Okay, that is a high level language. For example, high level languages Python, C++. These are high level languages. Low level languages are binary language. Okay, that again I'm telling you, there is no language called binary language. I'm telling you people for a reference. But frankly speaking, I don't know what language which uses ones and zeros. That's why I'm telling you in a binary language. Okay, I couldn't able to find it. Okay, fine. So low level language means it uses ones and zeros. Ones and zeros means in syntaxes also there will be ones and zeros. No English will be there. That is the low level language. Okay, in high level language the syntaxes will be in English. Okay, if you ask me, ma'am, what is C? C is an middle level language. Okay, C is an middle level language. It will be part of this and it will be part of this. Okay, why I'm saying like this means you will understand while we go through the C topics and all, C class topics and all. Okay, okay guys, fine. Next, so far what we have seen is, I'll give a short brief. So first we have learned about computers and evolution of the computers, and we have learned about what is programming language, a medium to connect with the computers. Then we learned about what is compiler. Then we learned about what is syntax. Then we learned about uh, languages level. Okay, so we have learned about this. So it covers the first topic in your syllabus about programming and about C. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. So far we have seen about these 6 topics. So let's wind up our class here for today. And from tomorrow, we are going to see about what is the online compiler and how to use it, and I'll show you a demo of it, like how to access a demo of the online compilers and all. So these kind of things that we are going to see in the next class. So guys, so this is the first week of your course. So in the first week you'll be having a no assignments, and you'll be having a no test in the first week. Okay, so since this is the initial week, you guys will be having a classes. Initially we'll go in a slow phase and then we'll catch up. Okay, So since you are new to the programming languages and all, first you have to get your mindset prepared for it, and you have to ready in the concepts and clarity, and you have to be thorough in the medium, user medium and all everything. Okay, so starts from the, I'll tell you from when your assignments will be starting. Okay, so once I told you, you should be very religiously following the assignments and all, and you should do it in a, as I said, in a religious manner. Okay, okay guys, we'll see you soon in another video. If you have any doubts or queries regarding this class and all, I have, as I told you now earlier, I have attached a syllabus in with this email ID and all, so you guys can scroll it and go to that PDF, and that will be your contact details. And yesterday also in introduction class, I have told you about the contact details. So if you have any queries or doubts regarding this, you guys can mail me, or you can do a message in the Instagram to this to that ID, and I'll be answering to your questions as soon as I read it. So thank you guys. Hope you guys like our courses. If you guys want me to change anything, kindly feel free to give me a feedback through the social media platforms, and I'll be ready to change it, because you guys are paying and you guys have the right to ask me to do what you wanted, or to give what you wanted in a way how you wanted. Okay, so hope you guys liked it. See you soon. Till then, keep your mind ready. Okay, bye bye guys.